Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this vlog. I'm starting the vlog here. I am about to leave for the airport, as you probably know because you clicked this vlog. I am going to London. I'm going for about 5 days, kind of like that whole week of Thanksgiving week. It's Sunday night now. I'll land Monday morning in London and then I leave Saturday morning to get to my mom's house in New Jersey because she's celebrating Thanksgiving on that Saturday, more of like a Friendsgiving so that more of our family friends can join. I don't know if you could really classify this as like a full solo trip. It's kind of like half solo trip, half not. I'm totally like flying by myself, landing there by myself. Probably will spend a lot of time exploring by myself. But I do have a friend, Haley, that does live there, and there will be times where I meet up with her to, explore with her. She'll show me some things. We'll go to dinner. We have some plans to do things together. So it's kind of like a good half and half, solo trip and not solo trip. I'm really excited though. I've never done something like this. I'm kind of dipping my toe into the solo travel world. I think I've said this in other episodes of things, but I'll reiterate it here. Like, I haven't been to Europe since pre-pandemic. I haven't really prioritized international travel in a while, so I'm excited to just kind of get back into it because I really love traveling. Like, I can literally spend a whole day just like walking around looking at architecture, which is why I have no issues going to London by myself. I think there are plenty of things that I can entertain myself doing, just walking around. I mean, I love going to see Broadway shows, going to see stuff on the West End. Kind of like the perfect trip for me to do solo because of all the things that I'm interested in. So just kind of wanted to say that up top, give you guys a little intro of what you're going to be seeing. I'm going to be vlogging all week. And I'm going to leave for the airport in a little bit. It's kind of early. It's almost like 5:30-ish. My flight is at 10, which means it boards at 9. So it's definitely early to leave for the airport. It'll probably take me like an hour to get there in rush hour. But I want to go early because, so my flight got upgraded. I travel a lot. My dad travels a lot. Our whole family has a lot of like points. We all only fly United. And so my flight was upgraded to London, which means I have like the business class, the lie flat seats, love. But I'm excited to go early because I guess for international flights, when you get upgraded to business class, you have access to a different lounge. It's the United Polaris, which they do from New York to LA. When you do get upgraded for that flight, you also have the lie flat seats and like they serve you like a few courses of a meal and it's like a nice experience. But I guess for international, they make it even a little bit nicer and there's a separate lounge for those flights. And I've never been to that lounge before, so I'm excited to check it out. Apparently, if you guys know, like in the normal United lounge, they have obviously like free drinks and stuff, and there's a bunch of different food things, some snacks, cheese and crackers. There's a new one in the Newark terminal that has like more food and stuff, but it's kind of buffet style. Apparently in the United Polaris lounge, it's like a sit down nice restaurant. So I want to like go early, do that so that when I get on the plane, it'll be like 9-10 o'clock and I can try to sleep as much as I can because I'm going to land in London at like 10 a.m. I think. And it's not that long of a flight to really like sit down, eat, have some drinks, watch a movie, and then try to get a full night's sleep. It's only like 7 hours. So I'm gonna try to sleep as much as I can on the plane. So I'm trying to get to the airport early so I can kind of maximize the eating and drinking chill experience. So yeah, I'm really excited. And I think that's all I need to tell you about. See you across the pond, I guess. Okay guys, hi, we made it. Just touched down in London town, except not really. I touched down in London town at this point legitimately hours ago. I was actually really proud of myself because I did all like public transport to get to the hotel. I took the Heathrow Express to Paddington Station and then I took the tube a couple stops to where my hotel is, which like, I don't know, it felt like a local. However though, once I got to the hotel, my room wasn't ready yet, so I went to a pub across the street, had the obligatory fish and chips, got that out of the way. Now I don't need to eat it for the rest of the time. I obviously want to like have the British London fish and chips experience, but like London is an amazing city with so many amazing types of food. Like I can't just be like eating British food all the time. I don't even really like British food. So I was like, all right, let me just do the pub thing, do the fish and chips, and then we can eat like good food for the rest of the time. And then finally now my room is ready and I'm here. I'm kind of torn though because like I'm really tired. Even though I did sleep a lot on my flight, it's not long enough really to get a full night's sleep. I think like the way here it was only like 6 hours. So by the time you like take off, have a little snack, I maybe got 4 hours of sleep, maximum 5. But I feel guilty not like going out and making the most of the moment. But I keep telling myself like I have 5 more days here. Like there will be another time to go to Harrods. I don't like need to rush there right now if I'm tired. So I feel like, you know, I don't know. I'm going back and forth between like I should just go be out in the world or I should like listen to my body and let myself nap. I'm not going to nap all freaking day. Like I'll maybe take like an hour long nap and then get ready, go out and see the world. I'm going to try to see Hercules tonight on the West End and maybe before that meet up with my friend Haley for like a drink or something because she works in the area where the theater is and she'll probably get out of work at like 6. I feel like an hour long nap never hurt anyone. Just to like give me a little pick me up because I do feel like cranky. I will say it was taking a really long time for my room to be ready. And they're clearly very busy at the hotel. And like there's a lot of people at the front desk and a lot of people are unhappy and complaining about the wait times or whatever. I'm never going to be that person, but I could tell the people working were pretty overwhelmed. But and I was definitely getting like privately cranky. You know what I mean? I would never be rude to the people working, but in my head I was just like, oh my God. So I think your girl needs a nap. All right, it's decided. I'm going to take a nap for like an hour or 2, then get up, head down to the area where like the theaters are, maybe get the ticket for the show, walk around, meet up with my friend. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling and this has been too long. All right, goodbye, nighty night. She's awake, she's awake, she's awake. So I did nap for about 2 hours. I don't know how much of that time I was actually asleep or how much I was actually just closing my eyes and like pretending to be asleep. But whatever, I rested, I showered a little bit, I changed, you know, very minimal, just put my hair in a ponytail, no makeup, no frills, it's fine. I think what I'm gonna do now is go head down to the theater area and see if I can get tickets to Hercules. I keep wanting to say like Hercules on Broadway. It's not on Broadway, it's on the West End. But so my friend Dan actually was here in London a few weeks ago and also saw Hercules, and he said it wasn't that great. He's like, it was good, but like I was a little underwhelmed. And he sees a lot of theater, so I trust his opinion. So even though I know that that is kind of the consensus going into it, I still really want to see it. Hercules is my absolute all-time favorite Disney movie, and so to see a stage production of it is just going to be amazing for me personally. I never got to see the production they did. Was it at Paper Mill? I think it started at the Public Theater and then moved to Paper Mill in the United States. They did a production of Hercules. I never got to see that. I think this one is a lot more like carbon copy of the Disney version as opposed to like, I think that one was more of like a reinterpretation and like a little bit cooler. But yeah, I'm excited. Like Meg is my girl. You know how people say they have like different Disney princesses that they grew up with thinking were like them, like girls who had red hair all related to Ariel? Like I was Meg. So I gotta go see it. The show's at 7:30. I'm gonna head down there now and see if I can just snag like a cheap last minute ticket. And yeah, I probably won't talk to you guys again until tomorrow morning. Once I am like fully rested, I feel like I'm gonna have like a full day itinerary of things to do. And that's a better time to really get into the meat and potatoes of this vlog. So yeah. Bless my soul, Herc was on a roll, you know? Bye. Hi guys. I'm sorry, I am in such a bad mood. I was planning to get back on here and tell you guys about my night last night, and because last night I did meet my friend Haley for some dinner and a drink, and then I went to go see Hercules. Hercules was not good, but that's the least of my problems at this moment. But I was so tired by the time I got back to the hotel, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'll record a little bit of some dialogue about, you know, how I saw Hercules and now what I'm gonna do for the day. So I was planning to get on here and be like, okay, I'm finally got like a full 10 hours of sleep. I'm ready to go in London. These are all the things I'm doing today. So I get up, I'm in the bathroom of my hotel. I open the faucet as I'm doing right now. There's no water. There's no water in the sink. There's no water in the shower. I go downstairs now to the lobby and they're like, yeah, we're having an electrical issue. No rooms in this hotel have water. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to like brush my teeth and get ready for the day? Like, I have plans, I have things to do. And they're like, well, you can go to the gym to shower and do all the things. Okay, fine. That would kind of be fine, except for the gym is a block away and it's cold. And I know that's not the end of the world. Like, I will do it, but like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Like, I know it's obviously it's no one who works at the hotel's fault, and I've been very kind to them at the front desk because I know they're probably getting it from all sides right now, but like, I have never stayed at a hotel where this has happened. And this is like a Marriott. This isn't like some random hotel. Like, this is a Marriott, and nowhere in the building is there any running water. So it's like 11 o'clock now. I really don't want to waste more time of the day. I really wanted to like get up and at 'em and get at it. So I guess I'm just gonna go like get my coat, bring my toothbrush, go across the street to the shower, do that, and then come back here and can like get ready and put some makeup on and stuff. But like, I am in a bad mood. And I had so many things I wanted to tell you guys about. Like, I'm gonna do a whole formal review about Hercules on the West End because I cannot for the life of me understand how you mess up such amazing source material. Like, it was right there, handed to you on a silver platter. Like, just do Hercules the movie. Don't try to do anything fancy, anything different, but they couldn't even do that. But yeah, and I also wanted to get on here and like talk to you about all the things I wanted to do today, because today is gonna be like my fancy day. I'm gonna go to all the palaces, I'm gonna go to Harrods, I'm gonna go like to Mayfair and see all the Christmas decor, and then probably see Les Mis. If I can get tickets, which when I looked, it was kind of sparse, but I'll try for tonight. And if I can't get tonight, maybe I'll do a different day this week. But all that to say, oh my God, I'm in such a bad mood. Okay, I can't waste any more time. I think I just need to bite the bullet and head over there. Wish me luck. It's freaking cold. Oh my God. This is me with all of my stuff, walking to the gym, shower this morning. Okay, she's back, she's bathed. Honestly, that wasn't as bad as I was making it out to seem when I was heading there. Like, it really was just around the corner. And were they the nicest showers ever? No, like, they were gym showers. They didn't even have like shampoo. I just like wet my hair and I'm like, whatever, I washed it yesterday, it's fine. But it was fine. I'm clean now. I can now get ready and I can head out on my way and continue my day. So minor mishap, maybe like lost 30 minutes. It's fine. And that's something that I do think is like, not that this is unique to like traveling in general or traveling internationally, but I do like traveling for that reason, because I feel like there's so much with travel that you just like can't plan for, and you just kind of have to like, as things get thrown your way, deal with it in the moment. I think that's why a lot of people actually don't like traveling, because they don't like getting out of like their very comfortable bubble. But I do think it teaches you good skills in being like, you know what, improvise. You know what, let's throw this your way. Oh, your train is canceled. Oh, you're in a place you don't speak the language and the bus isn't coming. Like, it just causes you to kind of like think outside the box and like figure it out. Granted, this was kind of figured out for me, but you know what I mean, right? Like, I just think being flexible and being able to quickly pivot and go with the flow is a good life skill to have. And I find that like you sharpen that skill traveling, especially like traveling by yourself, traveling internationally, whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna get ready for the day, and then once I come back, I will tell you the plan. Okay, we made it. I think this will do. Is it my most beautiful look in the world? No, but we are working with what we have. Okay, so here is the plan for today. Right now, I'm gonna go to the Sondheim Theater, which is where Les Mis is playing, see what the ticket situation is, see if I can get a ticket for tonight. If not, maybe I'll do like the matinee on Thursday. They do matinees on Thursdays here. We'll see, so I'm gonna do that. Then I'm going to like walk to Buckingham Palace. I've seen it before, but I just think like when in London, you must see the palaces. So I'm gonna go to Buckingham Palace, then maybe Harrods, then make my way through Hyde Park to Kensington Palace, then just like walk around that Chelsea area, like take in like posh vibes, make my way back to Mayfair, and then hopefully by that time it'll be cocktail time, you know, like a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock moment. Bop around Mayfair. My friend Haley was saying like Mayfair is kind of like the Upper East Side of London where everything's super fancy and all the Christmas decorations are like amazing. So I'm gonna like bop around to a couple different places there. Try to maybe, you know, like sit in a beautiful, stunning hotel lobby where there's a Christmas tree, like have a cocktail, blah, blah, blah. And then hopefully by that time, it'll be time to meet my friend Haley for dinner and then go see Les Mis at 7:30. And then if I'm feeling really ambitious, I want to go to the room where it happens, which is kind of like their version of Marie's Crisis. I don't know. I might be too tired because this is like very ambitious of me for the whole day, but we shall see where the day takes us. And hopefully there'll be some surprises along the way. But that's the initial plan. I'll take you guys along. Ta-ta, pip pip cheerio, au revoir. That's French. Okay, so I just saw Buckingham Palace. I think you guys probably saw, the last thing you saw was probably some footage of the palace. I tried to get like some of the guards and stuff. Now I'm walking to Harrods. It's about a 20-minute walk. And I'm finally here now by myself because like obviously right in front of the palace, it's like incredibly crowded with a lot of tourists. And I feel like I just need to say, guys, the concept of monarchy, it is crazy that we are still doing that. Like, I know like the United States has its own version of that, right? And like, it is what it is. But it is pretty wild to me that people just like, because they were born into it, just like live there. And then you have these guards marching up and down. Like, I think I put a video here before, like the guy just keeps walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to protect these people in their little palace. Like, for what? Why? And they don't even really have power these days, right? Like, I think my understanding of British government is that like they're really just figureheads. They don't even really do anything. So it's wild, guys. Like, I'm literally now walking towards Harrods, kind of like alongside where it's still kind of the gates of the palace. Like, I think these are all the palace grounds, and there's like barbed wire. I mean, obviously there has to be, right? Like, people would just try to climb up, but what a crazy concept. All right, that's that on that. See you at Harrods. Okay guys, hi. It's a little bit later, but I just wanted to check in because I have had such a stunning day. Let me tell you about it. So I went from my hotel, took the tube down to kind of like the main area, went to Buckingham Palace, then I walked to Harrods, which I said earlier that I was going to Harrods, but if you guys don't know what that is, it's like a department store on crack. Like, we do not have anything like that in the United States. Like, not only is it like, it's similar to Saks in the sense where it's like, you know, multiple floors, you have every single designer in the world, but like you also have like high-end foods and high-end children's toys and home stuff, and like literally anything you could possibly think of ever buying is in this department store. It's like so iconic and so cool. So you really get lost in there. So I spent some time there. I had lunch there. Like, you can literally like eat lunch there. You can sit and like have fancy sushi. It was expensive, but whatever. So I like sat, had lunch at Harrods, then walked around, like took it all in, Then I walked a little bit through Chelsea. I really wanted to go see the Parent Trap house, not necessarily because I like love the Parent Trap, but just because I think like that architecture is cool. So I wanted to go to an area like where I could see houses like that. So, and it was actually really close to Harrods. So after Harrods, went there and then walked a little bit through Chelsea, and I wanted to then go to Kensington Palace and then walk around through Kensington, but I was just kind of like realizing the time and felt that maybe it made more sense to try to do that tomorrow because it was already the afternoon at this point, and I knew I had to be more in like the central area to meet Haley for dinner before going to see Les Mis. Oh, I guess I didn't say this part. Before going to Buckingham Palace, I went to the theater to get tickets to see Les Mis. I'm seeing Les Mis tonight. And so I just felt like Kensington and Kensington Palace is like all the way on like the far west side of London. So I was like, you know what, maybe it makes more sense to just like stay more central so that, you know, spend a few hours in a more central area so that when it's time to go to dinner, I'm not late, because we don't have a lot of time. Like we're meeting for dinner at 6 and then the show's at 7:30, and I'd want to maybe be there at like 7:15. So let me just like pull over and like finish this. So I felt a better idea was to save Kensington and the whole west side of London for tomorrow and instead spend time doing what I thought I was going to do this afternoon to evening anyway, which is go to Mayfair and kind of like walk around, take in all like the Christmas lights and stuff, and go to some nice little hotels and bop around. I did go to a stunning hotel bar, like get a glass of champagne, and I'm now going to bop around and maybe do that one more time before going to meet Haley. It was kind of funny. I was talking to the bartender at the hotel bar. I could tell he like wasn't from London because he was like speaking with an accent. I was like, oh, where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm from Italy. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm Italian too. And he was like, bitch, you're not Italian. Like I'm actually Italian. I'm from Italy. You are American. So it's just kind of funny how we like in the United States say that we're from all these European places, and then like actual Europeans are like, you're not from there. Why are you saying you're Italian, bitch? Like you don't speak Italian. You're not Italian. I've been to Italy like once in my life. Anyway, so I really love this Mayfair area and how cutely it's all decorated for Christmas. I'll definitely try to get more videos of like the lights and stuff, but I'm gonna maybe bop around to one or two more places and then go meet Haley for dinner. Honestly, like what a stunning day. It's honestly sad. Like when I said I was gonna go on a trip like kind of by myself, people were like, oh, it's kind of weird. I can entertain myself and just like be with myself and bop around, honestly, for longer than I feel like anyone should. I'm like, this is amazing. I could literally do this all day, every day. Give me a pair of headphones where I can listen to music and like stunning architecture. I'm good. Like I can spend all day bopping around with myself, going to cute little restaurants, cafes, whatever. So I don't know if that's a good trait or a bad trait, that I'm just like so comfortable doing shit by myself. Okay, I'm gonna go find another cute Christmassy fancy hotel bar to get a glass of champagne at, and then see you later. Okay, heading now to dinner, and I just wanted to say, because I just used the bathroom like after getting a drink at that, I don't know if it was a full hotel or restaurant bar, whatever it was like decorated stunningly for Christmas, and I had a glass of champagne there. Then I went to the bathroom after, and something that is so underrated for Europe, I don't know if it's all of Europe, but like definitely in London, this has been my experience, is that every single time you use a public bathroom, it's the type of stalls that go all the way down to the floor, and it has like a full-on door and it shuts. And that's nice. Like, it's crazy to me that in the United States, I feel like that really is only reserved for like incredibly, like if you're at a really fancy, luxurious restaurant, you may have like a public bathroom stall like that. But, you know, for the most part, like the bathrooms that I have at work at 30 Rock are just like, you know, the flimsy stalls where you can see everyone's feet and like dirty underwear coming down from the bottom. And then like the flimsy doors where like you literally can like see through them, you know what I mean, with the little cracks. And every single public restroom I use in London is fully private, fully walls down to the floor and door fully shut so that you can't see through. What is up with that? Like, why is the United States not doing that? Like, that's kind of crazy that we've just accepted that as normal, this like half-assed terrible public bathroom as the normal thing, when like it should be private. Like, God forbid I have freaking privacy while I do my business. So yeah, I don't know, just something I noticed and wanted to share, because I think more people really need to be talking about this, no? I'm back at my hotel. What a day I've had. It's like almost midnight. I want to say it's like 11:30, 11:45, and I've been out, even despite the whole shower debacle. I've been out for like 12 hours. I left at like, 11:30, 12 this morning. So I've had such a day. It was so fun. I think the last time I saw you, I was in Mayfair. I met up with my friend Haley for dinner. We got amazing Indian food at this place on Carnaby Street. I think that's like a famous like little alleyway side street where they have a lot of cool restaurants and stuff. She knows all the places and all the recs. So we got a quick dinner there, and then I went to go see Les Miserables, which was good. Not was it like the most life-changing performance I've ever seen in my life? No, but like Les Mis is a classic. I love Les Mis. And it was good to see something a little bit better since Hercules was so bad last night. So I saw that. I debated maybe like bopping around like the Soho area and exploring a little bit, but the bar that I wanted to check out, the room where it happens, apparently isn't open on Mondays and Tuesdays. And it's Tuesday. So maybe I'll check that out tomorrow. And then I was also just like, you know what? It's 11:30, like I'm tired. Do I need to be out till 1 a.m. by myself on a Tuesday? Maybe not. Like, I know there will be some evenings later on in the week where I'll be going out with Haley and some of her friends. So I just felt whatever, better to get the sleep. Oh, and then also too, I checked when I walked into the lobby. We have running water again in the hotel, so all is good. It's fine. It was just a little blip. Everything's good. I can shower. I don't quite know what I want to do tomorrow. I initially had thought I would do the things that I didn't get a chance to do today, like Kensington and Kensington Palace, and then maybe walk around Chelsea a little bit more and just have like another like West posh day. But then I was talking to Haley about it, and she was like, saying that since we're planning to go to Notting Hill on Friday she's taking the day off and gonna like take me all around Notting Hill and, show me all the cutest streets, and like we're gonna like have a day. And she was like, if you want to see Kensington Palace, you can just like go to Kensington Palace after Notting Hill because it's really close by. So she kind of seemed to be under the assumption that like Kensington Palace in that area didn't really need more than like a little drive by. I was kind of planning on spending like the whole day kind of exploring the area. So I don't know if I will do that tomorrow, because she seemed like it maybe wasn't necessary. Maybe I'm better off like exploring something else like Shoreditch, or around here near my hotel there's the little Venice area where there's all these different canals. I think that could be really cool to go see. And then there's also Abbey Road, like where the Beatles famously walked on. I feel like I should like go see that. It's so close to my hotel, so I might as well just go. But yeah, then otherwise I don't really know what other neighborhoods I feel like I need to see. Maybe tomorrow's a museum day. I didn't know if I would get to any museums, but obviously London has some amazing ones. I remember I went to a museum with my cousin when I visited like 2 times ago when I came to London, and there's like a bunch of Van Goghs in, I think like their main, like, I don't know if it's called the National Gallery or something. I have to look it up. But in like the main art museum, they have like so many Van Goghs, which I do love. So maybe I'll like go do that. That could be fun tomorrow. Honestly, I really loved bopping around Mayfair. I know there's like not really much else to do there, because Haley was even saying too, like people describe Mayfair as kind of like the Upper East Side of London, and I totally understand why people would say that, because it's like very ritzy, all the fanciest, nicest hotels are all there. It's very like old school, right by the park. So in a lot of ways it's really similar. But she was saying like that's not really a place where people live, in contrast to like the Upper East Side, where like, yeah, there are all those bougie things, but people also like live there. Like a more wealthy place that someone would actually live is maybe like Chelsea or Kensington. So like Mayfair is kind of weird because it's kind of that in between. I like loved it and like loved exploring and like loved walking around and like seeing all the Christmas decorations, but I wonder if maybe there's not much else to do there since I kind of walked around today. But I like kind of would want to go back, but I don't know if I'm like overthinking it and that there's like too much there. Or I don't know if I'm just like overthinking it and there's not actually much else to see there. Maybe another reason why I wanted to come back to the hotel early as opposed to staying out was so that I could like research a little bit. Maybe I'll get on my computer and see what the girlies are saying the recs are. Okay, anyway, it's late. I'm gonna wash my face with my running water in the hotel and go to bed, and see you guys tomorrow. Hello guys, hi. It is the next day and I am getting a significantly later start than I wanted to. I think the jet lag finally started to hit me. I went to bed at like 11:30 midnight. I came right home from Les Mis and just went to sleep. And when I tell you, I was like tossing and turning wide awake until probably 4 or 5 in the morning. I kid you not. But with like the time difference, that like makes sense, I guess, that my body wouldn't be able to fall asleep. But I fell asleep the prior night, no problem, no issues at all. But maybe that was just because I was just so exhausted from the flight. I don't know. But regardless, so I didn't wake up till like 11:30. It's like noon now. I'm finally getting out, but I definitely don't want to waste the day, even though I am very tired. The plan for today, I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to do, but within walking distance from where I'm staying, there is this place, they call it Little Venice, and it's apparently like a really nice area where there's all these different canals and all these restaurants and homes on the water canals and like little boats and stuff, and it's within walking distance from my hotel. So I think I'm gonna go check that out and maybe like sit down, get some, I say breakfast, but it's like lunch at this point, but get something to eat, sit there, and then kind of see like what I want to do with the day. Also very close walking distance on my way to the canals is Abbey Road, and I just figure I like have to go walk past it. I don't know if there's anything to really see there. Like, it's literally a crosswalk, right? But it's literally right here on the way, so I'm gonna like loop around and go see it. I do think though, maybe like similar to how they in Central Park have like on Strawberry Fields, just like a little plaque or something. Maybe there'll be like a little plaque, and I'm literally gonna pass right by it, so I'll go see. I'll let you know if it's anything more exciting than literally a crosswalk. And then yeah, so then once I get to Little Venice and sit down and eat something, because I am starving. I think that's also part of why I couldn't really fall asleep last night, because I obviously had like a full dinner, but I was walking around so much yesterday. Like, I probably walked 20,000 steps. So I had dinner, but I had dinner kind of on the early side at like 6, then went to go see the show, and then just like went directly home. But I'm noticing, at least in the touristy area, everything's pretty dead by like 11 o'clock midnight. There's not places to really like pop in and get like a late night bite, or even like near my hotel if I wanted to like grab a little snack. Like, there's not really much open. So I just went right home right after the show, and hadn't had dinner or anything to eat since like 6. So I was also really hungry, and you know that feeling when you're like kind of hungry. I don't know, I find it sometimes hard to fully get to sleep. Maybe I'm making that up, but so yeah, I think I just need to get some food in my stomach, and then I will figure out what the plan is for the day and like how much adventure I really want to tackle, you know? I'm coming up on the area where like obviously like this whole road is Abbey Road, but the place where the famous portrait for the album by the Beatles was taken is like right over there. And it is kind of funny, like I see a bunch of people walking up and down the crosswalk, obviously trying to take pictures the same way that the album is. It kind of reminds me of like in the West Village where the Friends house is, and you can kind of see the exact angle of where the establishing shot is. You stand on the other side of the street, and anytime you walk over by there, everyone's just like standing on that side of the street taking pictures. Kind of reminds me of that, but kind of funny. I'm glad I'm walking by it. I'm glad I get to see it. I'll try to get some footage right now. Okay, that was silly, but I'm glad I did it. I got my mom a little keychain that says Abbey Road because she loves the Beatles so much, so I think she will like that. You know, it was nice for a little like 2-second detour. I think it was also cool because I guess like I knew this, but I kind of forgot. Like, I know they shot the album cover right there on the crosswalk, but I forgot that it's because it was across the street from the recording studio where they actually recorded the album, Abbey Road Studios, and so it was cool to go there just because, like, it's not just the Beatles who recorded there. Like, plenty of famous artists recorded there. Taylor Swift, the Spice Girls, Amy Winehouse, you know, you name it. So cool to see. I'm glad I went, and now I'm starving. Gotta go. Wait, guys, I'm so upset. I had my sunglasses, like, on my head, and I went to go take them off, and they fell, and look, I don't know if you can even see this, but they fully shattered on one of them. I know it's like not the end of the world, but that's really fucking annoying, one, because these are the only sunglasses I brought, and two, I mean, they're Ray-Bans and now they're broken. So the amount of Ray-Bans I have purchased and broken in my life it's actually like kind of sad / remarkable. I've probably had like at least 6 pairs, but like these were my last ones standing. This is so fucking annoying. I'm sorry, I'm like so mad about this. This just ruined my day. It's fine. Maybe I'll use this as an excuse to buy myself nice sunglasses. Like, that's stupid. I could have just bought sunglasses if I really wanted them. I don't. This is so annoying. Luckily, it's like not that sunny here, and like it's supposed to be cloudy the rest of the week, but still. Ugh. Okay, I did just have a thought as I continue to wear my broken sunglasses that maybe there's a place, not necessarily here in London, but when I get back home to New York, maybe there's a place where I can just get this one fixed as opposed to spending well over $150 to get a whole new pair of sunglasses. So maybe, I'm sure that exists, right? So maybe I can just get them fixed. Still annoying. Okay, that was so cute. Like, I am obsessed with Little Venice, and I don't know if I would have known to come here if my hotel wasn't so close, because I don't think it's really like that touristy of a spot. So yeah, I had a stunning little lunch, breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it was pasta. Can you really have pasta for breakfast? But I had a stunning little lunch on the canals, and I could see, obviously, like, they kind of had an outdoor area, but it was covered because it's winter time. But I could see, like, in the summer, this being so stunning to, like, come sit here, like, have a little, like, seafood, oyster moment, glass of wine right on the canals. Like, it really was so pretty. I really like this area. I've decided today that I'm now going to spend some time exploring Shoreditch, which, if you don't know, Shoreditch, they kind of describe it as, like, I keep it, like, this is annoying. I keep, like, describing London neighborhoods like with the New York equivalent, and I'm aware that like not every city always has like all these different like New York equivalents, but they kind of consider Shoreditch like the Williamsburg of London. It's like very artsy, very trendy, very cool, like street art, hip stuff, and it's all the way on the east side of London, which I have not spent any time in since I've been here. I've been doing very much like west side things, so I think today will be a good day to take a couple hours, go explore that area. My friend Haley sent me, like, unprompted too, which kind of inspired me to go to Shoreditch. She sent me like a whole little itinerary of like different places that she likes there, different markets, different food places, like cute little streets even to just go see. I was like, all right, well then I guess I'm going to Shoreditch today. So I'm going to go over there. That's all the way on the far east side of London. And like I said, I haven't spent a lot of time there, so I think it will be a good way to, like, you know, spend a couple hours in Shoreditch proper, but then maybe walk through some of the areas over there. That's very much like the older side of London, at least in my experience, or just like, I don't know if older is necessarily the right word, but like less posh. Like the fancy side is, my understanding is like more of the west side, and then the east side is like a little bit more like Brooklyn-y. I think the buildings just like have a lot more character in that way. And I haven't really spent any time there, and so I think today will be the day to do that, because then tomorrow is actual Thanksgiving, and at night at like 7, my friend Haley made a reservation for me and some of her friends to go to some restaurant that does like a turkey Thanksgiving dinner. And before that, she was like, oh, you should stop by my office and, you know, meet some of my coworkers and my friends and just kind of like see where I work. And that's in like the more central area of London. So I feel like this will probably be like my only day to really go do east side things, because I feel like even during the day I should probably try to like stay more central. I want to see some museums too. I'm like, I should like see some culture and not just like walk around and like eat and drink. But so then I'm thinking maybe then tomorrow it makes more sense to do like the National Gallery or something, because then I'll be right there and I can pop on over to her office before we go to Thanksgiving dinner. And then Friday she took the day off and we're gonna do all day like in Notting Hill, which I'm really excited about, but that's like very far west London as well. If anything, I think people would maybe even consider it like a suburb, but I'm really excited to like do all the exploring there, especially with her, because she knows like all the little side streets, all the places. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Oh, look how pretty it is. Like, it really is so nice. So that's the plan. I'll see you in Shoreditch. Okay, hi guys. I had to come to this little alleyway to just kind of pull over to check in. I'm having such an amazing time. I really love Shoreditch. I think the issue I'm having though is like I need to get the F out because I'm spending too much money. Like, the vintage shopping is really like so incredible. So I got this like cute little ring. Like, are we kidding? So cute. It was only £8. So it's probably not like real or anything, but I just like thought it was really pretty, and like for £8, like you can't go wrong. But then I got like a really, really stunning like pale baby lavender purple cashmere sweater. It was £144, which is like kind of a lot. That's why I'm like, get me the heck out of here. But in general, I feel like have been having a hard time finding like winter clothes and like good quality things, and this was like really amazing quality. I've spent like a similar amount on things stupider. So I'm like £144, that's probably under $200 for a sweater that is like such amazing good quality. And as soon as I put it on, I was like immediately picturing like all the ways that I would like wear it and how it would like fit in my wardrobe. And so I knew I needed like more winter stuff in general. It was like, you know how like cashmere is like so light but still like so warm at the same time. Like, it really is like such a nice sweater. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll get the sweater. So I got that. And then I've been bopping around thinking maybe if I saw like a cute little bag, I would get one, because I really don't have a lot of like handbags and I feel like I can get pretty good deals here. But otherwise I'm like, oh my gosh, I must stop. But yeah, I feel like this place is so, I don't know if it's so underrated or I just like don't spend enough time in my own city like vintage shopping and stuff, but like it's so fun and there's like such cool unique things. I almost pulled the trigger on this this amazing pair of Gucci pumps. They were like vintage Gucci pumps, black peep toe. They had like the black on black Gucci monogram. It was kind of like the cloth. They weren't like leather pumps, they were like cloth, like the same material you would have from like the bags. I can maybe like try to put a picture or something there. So it was black on black monogram print with the little like iconic gold like Gucci buckle, peep toe, black pumps, exactly in my size. And those were also for like £140, well under 200 US American dollars. Plus I don't even have a lot of like black high-heeled shoes. I was so close to pulling the trigger on them. I'm like, this is perfect, like this is fate. But I tried them on, and because they're vintage, like the heel itself was so skinny, like, and I'm very comfortable walking in heels, but like these heels were like literally thinner than a twig. Like I felt like they could snap at any second. And I put them on in the store, and literally just walking like 5 steps, I was like, I felt like so wobbly and unsturdy, and I was like, all right, I already like hate wearing these and I've just put them on and I'm in the store. I can't imagine myself wanting to wear those for like an entire night out in New York City. So I didn't buy them. But I just bring this all up to say, like, there are such amazing gems and great finds here. Like I can't stop, I can't get enough, but I feel like I must leave soon, or otherwise I'm gonna spend way too much money. But I might walk up and down like 1 or 2 more streets and then pop into a pub maybe, just to like sit and charge my phone. I finally got a portable charger, and I definitely need to do that because I'm like on Google Maps all day every day and it's draining my battery. And tonight's, I think, too, the first night that I'm like truly really like doing stuff on my own. I got dinner with Haley on Monday and Tuesday, even though I spent like the days on my own. But tonight I don't have any plans with her, and I kind of want to keep it that way. No offense, Haley, because I'm gonna see her tomorrow for Thanksgiving, and then Friday we're gonna spend the whole day together. So today's kind of like my only day where I feel like I can have like a true solo traveler moment where, you know, I really just want to like sit at the bar at a restaurant and like get to talking to people, like talk to the bartender, talk to the people sitting around you, like just learn and chat. I got a little bit of that experience when I was at the hotel bar in Mayfair talking to the bartender from Italy, but I haven't had enough of that this trip. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll pop into like a pub to charge my phone and then bop around a little bit more and then head to a different area to explore a little bit for dinner. I don't know, I have the whole evening ahead of me. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. So I'm here at St. Paul's Cathedral. I was walking by and remembered that like last time I had been to London, actually maybe the first time was when I was here with my dad and we did like sightseeing around here, and we didn't have time and never got a chance to go into the cathedral. And it's something that everyone like points out is like a really big, beautiful space that you should go see. But I guess apparently what I didn't realize, one, it was closed for sightseeing for the day, and two, normally if you were to come during the day to try to see it, it's 26 pounds, which just is like kind of crazy just to like walk inside a church. But right now it's almost 5 o'clock and they were doing some sort of mass, so they were like, if you're coming from the mass you can come inside for free. So I was like, oh yes, of course, I'm coming for the mass. So then I went inside, was able to kind of like see it a little bit, take it all in, and then just left and did not stay for the mass. Obviously I think if I had paid and went during the day, you are able to see much more. Like it's a huge cathedral. I'm sure I really did not even see most of it, but I'm glad that I at least got like a little glimpse inside, since it was something I hadn't ever done when I was in London before. And I don't know, don't tell the Lord that I lied about going in to pray and then just left and didn't stay for the mass. Oopsies. I've been like walking around so much. I do need to just find a pub, I feel like, to like sit and chill and just like kind of regroup before I decide if I want to go to like a different neighborhood for dinner. I think the thing that I'm realizing that's kind of annoying to me, the classic pubs here are kind of the style where like there's the front counter where there's like the bar and you can get drinks, but there's no seats there at the front counter. People go order at the front counter, get their drinks, order their food, and then take them to tables that are like scattered throughout the rest of the pub, which is just kind of like, as one person, like that's not the vibe I want. Like I want an old school pub vibe, but I don't want to sit in that way because I want to sit at the bar and potentially like chat with people as opposed to like sitting alone at a little table by myself. So I'm like trying to find a pub that is like where you actually like sit up at the bar, and it's turning out to be quite difficult. Like I've walked by like 3 places and they were all kind of like similar style. So I don't know, I might just give it like 1 or 2 more tries, a few more blocks, and then just like pick a place, because I've been on my feet all day. I think it would be nice to like sit, have a pint, and like I'm charging my phone with my portable charger now, but just like use the bathroom, like I don't know, have some water, and then like rethink the rest of the day. Okay guys, hi. I think the last thing you saw was me, I still have like mascara on my eyes, was me sneaking into the church for a little view. And then I forgot to like vlog the rest of the night. I'm sorry. I kind of did my own thing. I think I had said in the vlogs before, I had wanted to just like pop into a pub to like chill, pee, like look at my phone, relax. So I did pop into a pub finally, sat there, like had my little beer, looked at my phone, like just had some downtime, which was very much needed. And then across the street from the pub, I was leaving, looking for a place to like get dinner or like spend the rest of the night. I wasn't like quite hungry yet. So across the street, I see this like stunning, beautiful hotel. It was like all decorated so nicely for Christmas, like so pretty. So I go inside, and at the bar, it was finally a real bar where you like sit at the bar and talk to people. So I sat there, I talked to the bartender for a while. I had maybe a cocktail or 2 there. I did end up talking to like the guy next to me, and there was a girl next to me. So I was like having a lovely time. Then they brought out some live music, some jazz music. So I sat there and like continued to listen to that. Had a great time for a couple hours, just kind of waited until I was hungry. And then I realized that, so in this like hotel, it's like a huge hotel. Across from like where the bar was, there was like a restaurant that they have, and it said beef Wellington only on Wednesdays. And I love beef Wellington. So I was like, I think that's British. I don't know if it's British or French, but it's a European, I feel like, special occasion food. And I was like, well, this is a sign. I have to go eat this beef Wellington. So then after I had a few drinks at the bar, went, sat down, and it was funny. The server, I was like, oh, you guys have the beef Wellington only on Wednesdays? And he was like, well, we did, but we might be out. And I was like, no. And then he was like, okay, let me go check in the back. And they had one more beef Wellington that I could have. So I had some beef Wellington and mashed potatoes. And so sat there, had a little dinner, and then kind of like slowly wanted to meander and make my way back to the hotel. I kind of had to walk a little bit from where I was to where the tube station was that would take me to where my hotel is. So I walked a little bit and then walked past, there is a bar in London very similar to Marie's Crisis, and you guys know how much I love Marie's Crisis. It's called The Room Where It Happens. And so I'm walking, and then I like walk right by the area where that bar is. So I'm like, okay, fine. I pop in. At this point, though, I had like quite a few drinks. So I literally went in, got a Diet Coke. There was a seat right there by the piano. So I sat there for a little bit. And I was like, oh, it's a sign. And I only spent maybe like an hour there. You know, I'm there by myself. It's not like as fun when you're just there by yourself, belting out your little tunes. So I sat there, listened to the music, sang along for a little bit. And then took the tube back and went home. I really wasn't out that late. Like maybe home by midnight, latest 1 a.m. The thing that's like shocking though, I definitely tossed and turned a little bit once I went to sleep. I don't know when I actually fully went to sleep. I just woke up though. Now it's like 1 p.m., which is, I never sleep that late. Even when I go out in New York City and I'm out like late, I feel like probably the latest I sleep is till like 10 or 11. So imagine my surprise when I wake up and it's literally 1 p.m. And that's what it is right now. It's okay though, because I didn't quite know what I wanted to do today. Today's actual Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. And so I think the fact that I woke up later, fine, whatever. I guess my body really needed it. I have been like walking a crazy amount, like 20,000 steps every single day. So today's actual Thanksgiving. I am going to a reservation my friend Haley made for me and some of her other American friends to do like a Thanksgiving dinner. There's a restaurant around here that does that for Americans. So we are going to do that. I think that's at 7 and it's near her office. So she was saying I should like pop by her office maybe around 5:30, get to know her coworkers, see where she works, like whatever. Then we can head out from there. So it's 1 now. I think what I'm gonna do is like slowly but surely get ready, head down to that area and maybe go to a museum. And that's like, I think I might go to the National Gallery, walk around there a little bit, and that will be close to where I need to be. So I think it all worked out. I'll have a chill day. I don't need to like see every single neighborhood in London today. I've been doing that for 2 days straight and I am tired, clearly. So I think that's the plan for today. Museum, Haley's office, Thanksgiving dinner, and then we might bop around a little bit and go out, but I think she said Friday might be our real going out night. So we shall see. All right, that's the update. Sorry guys, I don't have any footage of like the evening. It was cute, but I don't know, I was like by myself and doing my own thing, and I don't know, I was just in the moment, sue me. But I've gotten a lot of vlog footage so far, so you guys like can't get mad that I haven't been vlogging. Like, your girl's been vlogging. You have content. I'm actually like scared that this vlog is going to be so long. It might need to be 2 parts. Anyway, okay. That's the plan for today. I will check back in at the museum. Okay, hi guys. I didn't know if I would come back on like to talking for the rest of the day today or not till like a little bit later. Here, I'm gonna stand here. Hopefully you can't hear the fountain in the background, but I feel like this is nice. This is Big Ben, by the way. I just kind of wanted to pop on and like talk about something I learned today, which I think is really interesting. So I just spent some time perusing through the National Gallery, which if you don't know, is a very famous art museum here in London. It's free, which makes it really easy to like go casually pop in and enjoy like a little bit of time that you do have, which is really an amazing thing. I think almost all the museums in London are free, and I think it's like really nice to make art and education accessible for people. But putting that aside, so I was perusing the National Gallery. I go straight to my impressionists. My favorite types of paintings are like Van Gogh, Monet. I really just like enjoy the use of colors that they have, and I just like to like look at them really close and like take it all in. So I'm like heading to my area of the museum where I know I'm going to enjoy the most paintings. And after that, I still went and like walked through the other things. I was kind of just a little bit dismissive of the Renaissance art, just because for me personally, I don't really gravitate towards it because a lot of it tends to be very religious focused, and in my opinion, just super repetitive. There's nothing wrong with like religious focused art before anyone comes for me. Like, I'm not getting against anyone's religion. Ooh, it's windy and the water from the fountain is like coming at me. But I don't know, I just kind of find it like very repetitive. Like, it's kind of like the same thing over and over and over. So when I go to museums, I really never gravitate towards that type of art. And I read something really interesting though while I was in the museum, that I guess apparently the reason why during that time, literally all of the artists and painters are painting like these repetitive images of Jesus is because they were commissioned by the church. Because this is like around the time where they're like trying to get more people into Christianity, Catholicism specifically. And all of these paintings were commissioned because they were trying to like get people to see Jesus in like a more human type way, like to really like show his humanity so that people would relate to him. And I thought that was really interesting. As also too, a lot of these paintings, I find them strange because it's like they're painting things that happened to Jesus during his life, so like in Jerusalem, but they all kind of like look like they're in Italy. And I learned that that's on purpose because they want people to be like connecting to Jesus and be like, oh, he's just a guy just like me. Look at his humanity. Look at all the things he suffered through. Oh my God, there he is like in Italy, when like that's so obviously not what happened. So I was like, damn, art is and always has been political, hasn't it been? So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that tidbit. This is not me saying like there's anything wrong with religion or anything. I just thought it was really interesting that there's a reason behind why paintings from that time all have the same type of like repetitive imagery, because they were like trying to make a specific point. And that's why all the painters were doing that, because the church was like, paint it like this. So I thought that was super interesting. I learned a little something new today. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I still have like an hour and a half. I kind of want to walk down before it gets too dark and like see Parliament and Big Ben again, because I only saw that the first night I was here in the dark. And as you can see, it's like getting dark. It's like 4 o'clock. So maybe I'll go do that. And then I heard too that there's, in addition to the National Gallery, there's a National Portrait Gallery, which could be cool, especially if it's free to like pop into. But I think I'm gonna walk down to Parliament now just to like check that off the list, because I don't know if I'll get a chance to be in this area again before I leave. Hi guys, happy Thanksgiving. Just wanted to quickly pop on here. So I had a whole day. I definitely vlogged a lot of it. I went to, after my late wake up, I went to the National Gallery. I walked down a little bit towards like Big Ben, walked to the river, saw the London Eye, then walked back up and went to the National Portrait Gallery, which I didn't really know what to expect, but it was like really cool. Pretty short though. It was like a nice way to like kill 20-30 minutes before I had to go meet Haley at her work. Then went to her office at like 5:30 right before they finish up working at 6. It was nice to like see some of her friends and like meet her coworkers. And then 2 of her other friends met us and we all went to a Thanksgiving dinner, which was actually pretty good. It was very funny. It's at this place that is like an American bar in London, and it's very funny to me, like the things that foreigners think are like American things. So like this was a Thanksgiving dinner like prefix menu where it was like you can pick, first off you get a pumpkin martini, which was like some sort of vodka Bailey's like pumpkin thing, like, you know what, not no. And then there was like appetizer, the main dish, which you could pick from like a couple options, but obviously we all picked like the turkey dinner. And then like you could pick a dessert, which was either pumpkin pie, pecan pie, or like something else. But it was so funny to me because the appetizer choices, and granted, this is on a Thanksgiving dinner menu. First off, there was a salad, okay, that we all ended up picking the salad. Then barbecue chicken wings and New England clam chowder. And it's just like, I think it's just funny that they're just like what are things that Americans eat as appetizers? Yes, New England clam chowder and chicken wings. Like, it's just on a Thanksgiving menu, though. So yeah, I don't know. I really get a kick of places like that are doing like the stereotypical American and like seeing what it's like. Because Haley was telling me they also have at some of the grocery stores like American sections, and it's like so painfully embarrassing what's actually in there. It's like ketchup and hot dogs and like mayonnaise, and it's like, okay, cool. Also, like, the playlist in that restaurant was so funny to me. It was like, because this is their version of like American music. It was like Kelly Clarkson, Grease the Musical, like Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. Like, it was just such a silly place. And I guess apparently they do like burgers and wings, and you can go there for like margaritas and nachos, like things that they think are like American things. Very funny. It's the chicken wings and the New England clam chowder on the appetizers for a Thanksgiving dinner like really killed me, because they're just like literally like throwing spaghetti at the wall being like, what are American appetizers? Sure. Anyway, it's relatively early. We decided after dinner to just come back home, me going to the hotel and Haley going to her actual home, because we want to spend the full day in Notting Hill tomorrow and then maybe try to go out on Friday, since it will be Friday tomorrow. So I'm going to try to go to sleep early. Like, my sleep schedule is so messed up, but I think I should try. But if we're going to like do that and have me not sleep until like 1 p.m., I need to like try to go to bed like now. So there wasn't really time to do anything else, but that's okay. I think it's nice to have like a chill night. So yeah, see you tomorrow for our Notting Hill day. I hope to vlog a lot. I'm like really excited. I've never been to Notting Hill. Heard it's so cute. So I think it'll be a good day for content. Good morning. Oh, it's my last full day in London. I'm so sad. That went by so fast. So definitely need to plan to come back soon. I really have like, okay, granted I haven't been like really solo this whole time. Like, I'm literally going to meet my friend right now. But I have been kind of obsessed with this solo traveling thing. I'm like, oh my God, wait, where to next? It's kind of the best. Like, imagine literally just never having to consider anyone else's like feelings or opinions on what to do. Like, you just do whatever you want whenever you want. It's like kind of amazing, especially if you really want to like explore a city and like learn things and like see things versus like, you know, just kind of enjoy your company and vibe. Like, if you have things to hit, do it by yourself. Anyway, so I'm walking to the tube station now. Haley's apartment is on the same line as mine, so we're gonna like meet at the tube station. She's gonna get on the train and take it to me. And then we're gonna go to Notting Hill. I'm really excited to explore that area. So I'll take you guys along. Just got back to my hotel after a full day of activities once again, although I got way less steps today than I did the past few days. Like, the past few days I was averaging like 20,000 steps a day, and I feel like today I only got 8,000 last time I checked. Maybe by the time we finally like walked around and got back home it's like at 9. I'll check later, but oh my God, I'm not gonna hit my 20,000 steps for the day. But anyway, I had a really fun day with Haley. We like went all around Notting Hill. She used to live around that area, so she knows like all the cute little side streets and stuff to go get the most like picturesque moments. Like, all the houses are so beautiful, like pastel colors. It really is like right out of a movie, the movie Notting Hill even, some might say. Kind of reminded me of San Francisco in a weird way. Like, for a lot of the time I was like, this like could be San Francisco. Like, and you could tell me it was San Francisco and I'd be like, yeah. It didn't really give London at times, but then we walked through Kensington and went to Kensington Palace, which I had never seen before. I really wanted to do that, and then walked a little bit through Kensington, and like that was giving London. And then popped into like this British grocery store that she really wanted to show me, and these like kinds of like piggy candies. I don't remember what they're called, but I'm sure she'll tell me later. Maybe I'll put a picture of them here. She was like, you have to have these, they're so British. They were pretty good. I do love a gummy candy. And now I'm just chilling in a robe. I rinsed off. I took my makeup off for a little bit, gave my face a break, and I'm just kind of like enjoying quiet time, looking at my phone for like an hour or so, relaxing. And then I'm going to meet up with her for dinner, and then we're gonna have like a night out, Friday night out in London for my last night. Ugh, this went by so fast. I'm so sad. I guess I'll just have to come back and do another trip soon. But yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I am walking. Scooters. I'm walking to the tube now to meet Haley for dinner. I have like actually such a cute outfit on. I'll show you guys later when I get to the restaurant because I am running like a little bit late. Also too, this is the first time the whole trip I've been wearing like a full face of makeup. I really haven't been wearing a lot for like these long days sightseeing and stuff, and it is crazy. All of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, I'm a new person. Oh my god, maybe I'm not as ugly as I thought I was. Especially with the vlogging, like I'm spending way too much time looking at my face than is like appropriate or normal, and just the line of work that I'm in. It's like no one should be looking at their face as often as I look at my own face. But it is nice to put on makeup and finally feel like a pretty girl again. Okay, I think I will start vlogging again once I get to the restaurant because Haley was saying too she wanted to like be in some of the vlogs too. So I'll vlog our outfits, I'll vlog a little bit more of our night. It's the last night in London, and then I have to literally leave for the airport at 6 in the morning, so I'm getting up at like 5. At the rate I've been like sleeping though, I feel like I might as well just like not sleep and then just head off to the airport because I've not gotten on the time zone well at all. I feel like I'm always tossing and turning till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Okay, I need to like look at where I'm going. Goodbye. Dinner. How was it? I think it was so good. Honestly, like Carbone wishes. It really was 10 out of 10. Haley, what did you think?
It was so good.
Haley also had her first digestif ever. She had an Amaro.
I feel digested.
And she's digested. It worked. Perfect. What are we doing now? We're walking a little bit, but then once we get sick of walking, we'll take an Uber.
We're in Marylebone, which is a area that I always highly recommend for anybody visiting. Oh, there's also dog books.
It is really cute. Oh,
but you can't go in.
She said cute bookstore, but we can't go in. It's closed. Great. Okay. We'll see you guys later. I think we're gonna go to the musical theater bar for as long as Haley will allow because she doesn't like when she doesn't know the songs, which I understand. It is annoying. Influencing in the wild. Because like when I've been to Marie's Crisis with Haley, she's like, look, I'll stay. But then after a while, me and our other friend Bianca were like, we can do this all night. And Haley's like, can we fucking go? Like I
like when I know the songs.
Of course.
The songs that I'm bored.
And I understand that's a fair perspective. That's annoying. Oh yeah, there's a line. Anyway, all right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
It's not a line. It's some people just drinking outside.
Oh, people are drinking outside. As one does. LOL. So I kind of stayed out a little bit later than intended. I think around 1 a.m. Haley was like, all right, I'm going home, but like you are at a musical theater bar, you're safe, you're in good hands. So I stayed out. But given that I have not really been properly adjusted to the time zone, I was fully full of energy until 3 or 4 a.m. when the bar closed, which is what brings me to now. And the thing that's silly about this is that I need to leave for the airport at 6 a.m. It's almost 4 a.m. now. So I've called a car. It's coming. I'm being safe. Don't worry. But by the time I get there to the hotel, I'm gonna nap for like literally an hour and then pack up my shit, go to the airport, and I mean, essentially just like sleep on the flight. It's an 8-hour flight, so I'll really be doing like a red eye and get like a full night's sleep. But I don't know, I was having a really fun time, and honestly that's what I love about musical theater bars, like the one I was just at and also at Marie's, is that like, I don't know, you just find groups of people that have like this common interest to you, and that's enough, and you just like sit around and sing along. And so like I met some girl who was from Long Island, New York, who studies at Duke. She's still like underage, can't drink in the United States, but was studying abroad, so came here to visit and wanted to visit this bar. I met some guy who is like a regular at Marie's Crisis, and my friends literally like know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. And he was like here in London, like singing along. So just like, I don't know, it was a really like beautiful community, and I was vibing and having a good time. So I stayed out. So I've called a car now. I'm going home, but at this point, I'm like, I should just stay up. I will keep you guys posted because this is a little silly, but I mean, what am I supposed to do? Sleep for an hour? I guess I can, but it's not gonna do anything. Okay, hi guys. I just got back to the hotel. It's 4 a.m. I think, oh my God, my makeup looks horrific. I was texting my friends. They were like, don't nap. Like, no, I'm gonna nap. Pack up my shit and I guess go. I'm really sad that I'm leaving, but I'll do like a retroactive like reflection and talking later. I'm fucking tired now, and now I want to go to bed. Okay, bye. I made it. I am at the United Lounge right now, and gonna board my flight in like 20 minutes. The way I tell you, I almost like missed my flight. When I just got back to the hotel, I was texting with some of my friends, telling them the funny story about the guy from Marie's Crisis who was like there at the bar in London. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna like take a little like 1 hour nap, and then I gotta get up and get ready and go to the airport. And my friend Dan was like, do not nap. Like if you nap, like you're not waking up. Like you will be missing your flight. And I was like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So my alarm goes off. I think I set an alarm for 5:30 with the intention to leave at 6 a.m. Nothing was packed. Of course nothing was packed. So my alarm goes off at 5:30. I think I snooze it for like 5 or 6 minutes, but maybe I just turned it off or something. I fully go back to bed. And then I jolt up at 6:30. I had wanted to leave at 6 a.m. At 6:30, I jolt up and I'm like, oh my God, fuck. So I like run in, I shower, I washed my hair. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but it was like wet and it's now air dried. I like jolt up, I shower, I wash my hair. I literally throw everything in the suitcase. I did like a clean sweep of everything in the room. So I'm pretty sure is everything organized? No. Is everything in the suitcase? I think so. Threw everything in my suitcase and then just like left. I booked it out of there. I was in a car by 7 a.m., which is literally 1 hour later than I wanted to. But again, I was leaving early to give myself enough time. And then I got here maybe at like 7:30, 7:45. So plenty of time. My flight is scheduled for 9:10, but it's delayed, I think, till 9:30. But I was worried because I think it's like 1 hour before your scheduled takeoff time. If you get there any later, you can't check your bag, which would have been a problem for me. So I got to the airport at like 7:40, meaning the time I would have been able to, the cutoff for checking my bag would have been 8:10. So 30 minutes to spare. So I did it. It was fine, but cutting it like a little too close for my liking. So now I'm here in the United Lounge. I have like maybe 20 minutes to kill. I wanted club soda with lime, and they were like, at the bar, they were like, oh, just come to like this area where there's like little cans of soda. They were like, we have everything there. But now I'm seeing what they have. It's Brit Vive C, bitter lemon flavor. Like this is not actual sparkling water or club soda. And then I also got this Brit VC ginger ale. Just because I thought if I didn't like what this is, which I do not, I would at least just drink a ginger ale because the hangover is kind of starting to hit. I don't think it's really even, like I don't even want a Bloody Mary or anything. I literally just want like water, and then as soon as I get to my seat, I'm gonna conk out for 8 hours while I fly home to New York. So yeah, that's the plan, I guess. They do have like Sprite and Diet Coke and stuff, and maybe if I don't like this spicy, because it's spicy ginger ale, if I don't like that, maybe I'll just get like a Sprite or something. I think that's like good to like kind of hydrate, and it has like electrolytes and stuff and kind of like settles your stomach. But that's the plan. Maybe I'll check back in with you guys when I'm at my seat. Maybe I won't, but yeah, that's the story. I made it.